Hey everybody, welcome back to Area 51, welcome back to the statue room. I haven't been out here in a while. I've had a few requests to do a statue room tour, and I thought for 2021 it would be a good idea to do a statue room tour. So we're going to do that today. Just a couple things about the room. It's 8 by 12. I have 15 detolfs in here, which is a bit of a squeeze. I have 161 statues. I have 25 graded books. I have 17 slab books that I've done on my own and are mostly signed, and I've got them in here. I've got a small comic book wall and yeah, that kind of stuff. So the size of the statues go, the smallest I go is 1/10 and the largest I go is 1/4. There's polystone, cold cast porcelain, PVC, outright plastic, and pretty much everything in between. We have Sideshow, we have Marvel Premiere, we have First for Figures, Pandemic Studios, LucasArts. So a lot of statues in here are from all different kind of companies. Now I say I'm home with the superheroes, which I am to a certain degree, and I'm a big Neca collector, but I buy statues that catch my eye. So you won't see a theme, but you will see that I have them set in a way that they all kind of flow together, and that's really important for me. So anyway, that's enough talking. This is going to be a long video as it is, so we're going to move right into the statues, so let's get on with it. Here we go, the Statue Room Tour 2021. So I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of what the room looks like, just so you have an idea. Like I say, it's not a huge room, and we'll go over each and every one of these. I'm going to try and be as quick as possible so you're not here for half an hour or 40 minutes. So that's the room, that's the door you come in, and this is the room as you see it here. So let's get on with. And here we have my premium format Doom. This is a Sideshow piece, quarter scale. This is not the EX. If it was the EX, he would have a gun in that hand, but this is not the EX, and it is on a pedestal that I built last summer. I just threw a little doodad on there to make it look kind of like regal or something. I've got one of my Simone Bianchi signed CGC books behind, and then up there is my Conan first appearance, Conan, 7th Sword of Conan #1, first appearance of Red Sonja in her red chainmail bikini. Then we'll go over here. The top of my detolf, I've got Darkseid, and then a Catwoman. That's a cold cast porcelain. I really like it. It's very neat looking. My Iron Giant, one of my favorite animated cartoons, one of the only ones I've really ever watched. Got Aquaman in the back, we've got Batman Who Laughs, then we have Shazam, still haven't seen that movie yet, Batgirl with a black and white Batman, a Con exclusive Batman. I really like this one. He's very chunky, but I love the way he's wound up throwing that Batarang. In the back we have Leap of Faith, Ezio from Assassin's Creed, then we have Joker. Allow me to move over here. And another Assassin's Creed. Was not able to put this with my, these two could not go with my Assassin's Creed group because they're just too high. And then in the back is a, that is a marquee off of a video game that I bought from Funny Pages, and then I built the shadow box for it and put LEDs in it. That was another little project. And there's my first Red Sonja over there, and there's my appearance or cameo. And then let's go over here. Again, I'm going to try and be as quick as possible. Star Wars detolf. Now I can't open this door, so you're going to have to look through glass, sorry. There's my 6 scale guys, Sideshow, Metacom, the Boba's Metacom, and then Kotobukiya X-Wing guy in the back. Down here we have the Eminem Stormtroopers. These are both Sideshows. The reason they call them Eminem Stormtroopers is because they came in so many colors. Of course, Attack of the Clones, and then a Darth Maul in the back, and a picture of Ray Price in the back. Price, is it? I can't remember. Anyway, Kotobukiya, New Hope Stormtrooper. Yeah, my mind doesn't work so good these days, guys, sorry. I know where all these came from, but sometimes I can't remember the names. I've got Kylo Ren down here. I think that is Captain Bly or Captain Cody, I can't remember, and kind of a cheap Boba Fett sort of thing. And there's some changes that might be coming on this. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, let's open this up. here we have, this is the Jabba's Palace. This playset came out last year, and I've got a lot of vintage figures in here. There's a vintage, what's her name, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, a vintage IG-88, and a vintage C-3PO in there. Drop down, we have the Obi-Wan, the quarter scale from LucasArts, and your RC-controlled R2-D2. I think these two look good together. And the 30th anniversary book in the back there. I think that looks equally as nice. And we drop down. One of my favorite figures is this Kotobukiya Chewie. This is, I guess, 6 scale, but I love the look of him. Now, if you look at his base, there's a notch in there. There's actually supposed to be a Han Solo that goes with him, and I'm actively looking for that Han Solo. I hope to find it. C-3PO from Tales of the Golden Droid, he comes all apart, and in the back is the Princess Amadella from Episode 1, still in the box with her regal gown on. Then we drop down here, and we have some 10th scale size. Basically got First Order Stormtrooper, Captain Bly, and the Red Guard, as I call them, and another Queen Amadella, and this is from 1999. It's the portrait edition. She's boxed, and she's in her black. Got the regalia. Hyper-real Darth and Luke. Would I buy these again? No. I really would not buy these again. These hyper-reals split. They come apart. The rubber's too light. I guess you could leave them in the box, but I would not buy these again. I think there's a hyper-real Joker coming out, and I absolutely will not be picking that up. Just a set of those die-cast helmets that were out. Down here, quarter-scale Anakin from the same LucasArts collection. Watto. I always loved Watto. Thought he was a little misunderstood, I guess. And a BB-8. I just wanted to put BB-8 in there just to take up some space. He's a placeholder for something better. Down here, from the Scum and Villainy line, Sideshow, we have Greedo, who shot first. We have a Kotobukiya Stormtrooper, and just a kind of a Hasbro Kenner Darth Vader. That's a placeholder for something a little bit better. Down here, Rancor, the correct Rancor with the correct Luke, and I love the look of this guy. Moving on, we have one of my biggest pieces. This is the Judge Dredd. This isn't from any movie. This is PCS Pop Culture Shock. Judge Dredd, this is not the EX, this is the ordinary one. If it was the EX, I would have a full-size robot right there. But I love the way the bullets, casings are ejecting out of the gun. I think that looks really cool. Next to it is one of my favorite pickups this year. This was on the floor at Toy Traders for about 35 seconds before I got it. And this is Titanfall, from the first Titanfall. This is in BT 2724, I wish it was. If you know what I'm talking about, you've played the game. I'm in the middle of Titanfall 2 again. And this guy, sorry for the shake, this guy does light up. There he is. You can show him as blue, and you can hit the pop button again, and he goes red. I love this. I love the little guys down here. This is a fantastic looking piece. And behind him are some of the books that I've slabbed myself. I think that's Daredevil 5 and New Mutants 98. Then over here we have Skeletor. Skeletor, one of the Masters of the Universe. This is the 5th scale. This is the 5th scale Polystone statue from Sideshow. And it is not the EX. If it was the EX, he would have a green face, but he does not have that. And I love this shelf. These, the big 3 up here, I think they look absolutely amazing. So now we're going to drop down. This is the Entertainment Center. This is where I'm currently watching Super Wildcard Weekend right now. NFL, I'm a huge NFL fan. And I made a huge change here. Now, some of you that watch my channel will recognize or say, hey, where'd the Batmobile go? This used to be all my Batmobiles and stuff like here. But I changed it. So this, because I game here so much, I turned this into a gaming area. And I've got the Assassin's Creed up front, all the Assassin's Creed guys. The spear is the broken spear of Leonidas, and if you've played any of the Assassin games, you will know what that is. Of course, that is the same spear that Leonidas used in the 300, but this was used in a game for Assassin's Creed. There is the Witcher on one side, and I think her name is Valeria on the other. I've also got my Bloodborne guy over there. And in the middle is the Spawn, medieval Spawn. That's a placeholder for another game statue that's coming eventually. I'm really debating. It's the Valhalla Assassin's Creed. Not sure I want to go that direction, but we'll see. My gaming consoles, my original Xbox on the right, my 360 and one on the left. That's all I play is Xbox, and right now I am playing Halo 1, Guitar Hero on the 360, and Titanfall 2 again for the second time. Down here we have, of course, Link, Zelda, Crysis 3. If you guys have never played Crysis 3, you should give it a shot. Far Cry 5, The Father, and of course the statue in the game that got me into gaming was Halo. Down there is my soundbar when I'm not running it through my chair, VCR, and all the rest of that kind of fun stuff, and my chargers. So, moving over to here, this is my favorite top of the Detolf, and that is Green Goblin, this is Hobgoblin, and this is Cable, all Marvel premieres, and I think they look absolutely beautiful together. I'm going to open this up. We drop down. We have Mark Spector, Moon Knight, and of course the Rocketeer. That's a recent pickup, but I got that about 3 months ago. Absolutely love the Rocketeer. And Werewolf by Night 32 behind them. We have the Green Lantern. This is the Ryan, what's his face, the one that plays Deadpool. This is his version of Green Lantern that nobody liked. I didn't mind it, to be honest with you, and a couple 12-cent Green Lanterns behind. I'm talking a little fast because I want to get this over with, because there's a lot, not over with, but I don't want to hold you guys here all day long. Drop down, that is a Dynamite, Ladies of Dynamite Purgatory. If you don't know who Purgatory is, she kind of runs in the same vein as Vampirilla and Lady Death, and then of course we have Sub-Zero, a Diamond Select Toys. Down here, one of my most favorite statues of all, and you guys will probably go, what the heck is that? That is a gaming-related statue from a game called Recore. And I bought the whole game in the box, and I was pleasantly surprised to find this amazing statue. And this is one of my favorite statues. I love this thing. I think it looks absolutely stunning. So let's zip back up here. Here is my Darth Vader Sideshow. This is one of the first Darth Vaders that was put out. I think this is a 2005 or 6. The little mouse droid is missing, but he looks stupendous. I just love the way he is, and he is on a pedestal that I bought for him, and that's how I made the copies of the other ones that I have my Doom and Sonja on. Behind Darth is one of my very favorite things that I've framed up. This is the Sunday Mirror from the New York Sunday Mirror, Sunday, August 17th, 1941, and it is in absolutely perfect shape. And I got this from Dave and Judy, and it is absolutely beautiful. One of the first, I love it because it's got the Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster signage on it. And in this, Lois is a redhead. But I love that. And then of course behind them I've got some of my graded books, and that was the whole idea, was to put graded books behind my statues just to make them look a little bit nicer. Let's move over here. Cthulhu. This is a HeroClix gaming piece. It was destroyed when I bought it, and I've had to refix it. I repainted it, fixed it, and added some things to it because some things were missing. But this is one of my first reconstruction statues. I did this about 5 years ago. I can't open this cabinet unless I move Darth. One of my favorite shows, oh boy, sorry for the glare, is Pacific Rim, and that is Gypsy Danger and Trino Alpha right there. They both light up. Then we drop down. These are my Neca quarter scales, and I love my Neca quarter scales. This is Pinhead from Hellraiser, and the first Pennywise from It. And I pre-ordered him. He's one of the first few statues I've ever pre-ordered, but I knew in the Neca line that if I did not pre-order this Pennywise, I'd never get it. And down here, a very hard to find Pacific Rim. This is Striker Eureka. This came out very low number and was not out for very long, but he's a beefy bugger, and he is there. He's one of my favorite, and of course he is a Mark V in the movie. So let's move over here. We'll start from the bottom and work up. As you can see, I'm a huge Neca fan. I do Neca quarter scale more than anything else, and this is my two Deadpools, one from the X Factor and the other one normal. Both there they are, both there. I think they look amazing. They came with several different hands, several different heads, stuff like that, but they look absolutely amazing. Then we move up, kind of like my movie area. This is Captain Jack Sparrow. Of course, Johnny Depp is Jack Sparrow, and we have Marv from Sin City, the black and white. You can get the same one in color, but I really like the look of this black and white one. I think it looks amazing. Then we'll jump up to here. We have Thor Dark World and Dr. Stephen Strange. I think he looks amazing. This Doctor Strange, the cape and everything is absolutely amazing. The Thor Looks not too bad, but a lot of people didn't like this Thor, but I did. I didn't mind him. So let's go up here. Here is my custom. I made this. I was given the figure. I think it's a World of Warcraft figure. I forget the name. Somebody named it for me and I forgot, but I went and I got the driftwood and I made the arrows and I repainted him. He's kind of my custom that I made. Over here is the Sideshow Pandemic Conan. He's 5th scale. He's beautiful. It's done so well. One of my favorite pieces. This is a very rare Japanese release. Predator on horseback, again, Sideshow. This isn't quarter scale, but it's all polystone. But I do like the look of it. It's amazing, and you can kind of see where they got the idea for the alien from the head of the horse. So very neat looking. Here we have a Bowen Abomination, and he's heavy. He's about 40 pounds, and he's a big, beefy guy. I love this guy. Over here we have another Pacific Rim. This is Knifehead. This is a kaiju, and this is what they fight in the movies. And he lights up in the mouth and stuff like that, but I just haven't turned him on. But beautiful coloring and striping, just like in the movie. Very happy to have found this guy. He was a little difficult to find. I remember my wife and I on the floor of Fan Expo looking for him because we had heard he was there, and we actually found him. It was a fun memory for the two of us. And then behind also you can see my graded books. I tend to think that graded books do add a look to a statue room, and I think they look amazing. Back to Neca, here we are. I am a massive Neca collector. I think I have 35 or 40 of these. This is Captain America. This is the Captain America that was in Civil War, and this is Iron Man Mark 7, I think, Mark 7, and they are really well done. Iron Man lights all up. His reactor or repulsor or whatever in his hands and everything all light up, and down there is just an extra head for Captain America if you want to go with the unmasked version. Then we come down here, we have the Battle Damaged Mark 7, Tony Stark, Battle Damaged. I got this one broken, somebody had broken the arm off, so I fixed it. You can't play with these. Some people think you can buy these, give them to your kids and you can play with them. That is the Mark 21 Golden Armor, the Midas Armor they call it, and he lights all up as well and he looks absolutely amazing. Down here, one of my newest NECA, of course, is Spiderman Homecoming. And I wasn't too sure on this one at first, but now that I've got him, he's grown on me. And my custom repainted Infinity Gauntlet. I think he still works. Let's see. Oh yeah, he still works. But I repainted him and weathered him up to look better than the one that was in the store. And I got a nice Mike Zeck signed. I got that at a Fan Expo. And I like to show some of my characters with their movies. I think that looks kind of cool. So let's move over to the next one. And here we have my Dark Knight Rising. I want to thank Ash Anakin for that Batman in the back. That's the Bale Batman. He sent that to me as an A-OK. And I have your package being built there, Ash. It will be getting to you. And then I managed to find one of my grails. And this was the Heath Ledger Joker. Very hard NECA figure to find. And I was so happy to finally find this guy. And look at him. He is outstanding. And these two look so fantastic together. Then we drop down to Batman vs. Superman. We have the Batfleck. Of course, the Ben Affleck Batman and the Henry Cavill Superman in black suit. And I had the movie in there for a while, but it kind of jammed it up, so I got rid of it. And then we drop down, we have the Ark Knight. Very expensive NECA piece. Hard to find, very expensive. And the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. Not really too crazy about that Wonder Woman, but all part of the deal. Had to get it. Here we have a Christmas present from my wife. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. This is Daenerys with Drogon and Drogo here, obviously. I think this is when she first picked up the Unsullied, and she made to sell him to the guy. He's not big enough for her to ride here, but he is a good-looking statue. He really is. Up top, we have from Suicide Squad, we have Deadshot, of course played by Will Smith, and then behind we have John Connor from Sideshow, 5th scale John Connor. One of my favorite shows is that Terminator. What is it? Terminator. I can't remember. My mind, I tell you, I just can't remember anything anymore. But one of my favorite movies was Bale playing John Connor, and this came out beautifully. Then we have from, I want to say, no, this isn't from Fortnite. I can't remember what game. This is Liberty. I can't remember what game it's from, but I just saw it and I thought, man, I've got to have that. And then we come over to the Diamond Select Hulk, Gladiator Hulk, looking mean and moving. We have the Dynamite Groot and Rocket. I really like this one. It really shows Groot the way he should be. And of course some more of my graded books in the back. Sorry for the glare. It does unfortunately happen. Then we drop down into this shelf. And here we have my most prized NECA here. This is the hardest one to find, and thank you to Andrew from Bub's Comics. He helped make this happen. Actually, he made this happen, and this is Gandalf, Bilbo, and Schmeagol, Gollum, all together. I think they look fantastic. But this is a mint, and it was in box, even though it had been open, and everything is there, and he looks amazing. Hardest one to find. That was one of the 4 that I was really trying to find, and Bubs helped me out with that. Down below here, Legolas, NECA, quarter scale, beautiful statue, with the Lord of the Rings Philharmonic. I like popping that in and listening to it every once in a while. And the Minas Tirith, I guess you could call that little jewel box, but there is room here for Aragon, and I'm hoping to get Aragon this year. Then we come to my other grail that I tried to hunt down for so long, and that of course is Penguin, the Danny DeVito Penguin from is it Batman 89, and right beside is the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, and 2 very hard figures to find now. They do make 3 different versions of this Cobblepot. But I like this version the best. I think he looks amazing here. Then we drop down, and we have the original alien Xenomorph. They call this the Xenomorph Warrior. And then, of course, we have Phoenix from Gears of War, one of my favorite games, Marcus Phoenix. And now he's not I think they go good together, but I think maybe the alien's a little bit... I got a story about this alien, and I'll tell you to you one day. When I bought it, it was hilarious. But he looks amazing. He is... all there. He's like the original with the deal on his head and the whole bit. I love the look of him. He's huge. He's he's almost a little over 2 feet high. He's really nice, and he's heavy. Down here, probably one of my most unliked NECA quarter scales is this Daredevil. There's no way a human could look like this. It just doesn't sit well with me. The face sculpt is terrible, and there's a little Daredevil bust there, but I don't care for this one. So then we move on to this shelf. This is my T800 shelf. This is Arnie in full flesh form on the right, and the T800 version that is non-covered, and both look amazing. One of those skulls I got from, I can't remember, I think it was Ash sent me one of those skulls. And then I've got the chip from Lee P and the Sprogs there, and the movie in the back. But I mean, this is one of Arnold's best likenesses that NECA came together with. I think they did a fantastic job with him. There's bullet holes in the jacket and the whole bit. And the face, the sunglasses can come off, but he's got to have the sunglasses on. Just absolutely an amazing figure all the way around. Then we drop down to my Predator area. Of course, we have not Duke, but Dutch, sorry. Dutch, another very hard NECA figure to find these days. I got lucky and found him, and I kind of turned him down. I was halfway home and I drove back and got him because I didn't think I'd ever find him again. But not as good as sculpt, but this is done before that last Terminator, but it's still done very well. This is the 25th anniversary Jungle Predator. He all lights up, and his laser all works, as you know, and his arm there has a glowing thing. It looks very nice at nighttime. Down here is the 30th anniversary Jungle Predator, and this is kind of in his transition form. This is all see-through plastic, which Marcello would really like, and he lights up as well too. The eyes are so bright on this. So we are back here with the Justice League collection. Of course, we've got the Jason Momoa Aquaman, the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, and the Flash. I say Gadot because in Canada DOT is, the T is silent, so I know a lot of people say Gal Gadot, but we say Gal Gadot up here. Then we have the Superman Hall of Heroes, the Kotobukiya Batman Black and White. This also comes in a blue and black. I'm looking for that one. I don't know if I'll find it. My Kotobukiya Green Lantern. Sorry for the pause. The Green Lantern, and then of course the Cyborg. But this is a placeholder for a same-size Kotobukiya or a better comic version of this Cyborg. I don't care for this one, so it will be replaced. And in the back is another one of those marquees that I built the shadow box for. and a Mike Zeck signed number 71 Shang-Chi. Let's drop down. Diamond Select Toys. This is my Spider-Man shelf. We have Eddie Brock, we have the two Peter Parkers, we have Black Cat, which I think needs to be in any Spider-Man display, and the Miles Morales black suit. I think they look really good. Dropping down, we have one of my favorite characters or actors growing up was Bruce Lee. I absolutely loved everything he did, and I was very excited when Diamond Select Toys came out with this line. They were supposed to be four. It was supposed to be Earth, Water, Wind, and Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire. But I don't know what happened. We got the water, which is the one on the left. You can kind of see his arm in water. And then we got the fire. But when they changed that to kick, I knew we were in trouble. But I'm glad we got the one with him in the yellow tracksuit. That's an iconic look for Bruce Lee. And of course, that was in the last movie that he made with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In the back, we have the Punisher from the TV series. We also have Old Man Logan. Drop down here, and we have Thor, Jane Foster Thor, we have Deadpool, we have Medusa, and we have Lady Deadpool. Now, not the Medusa we were looking for or told we were going to get. A little disappointed when I got that one. But anyway, whatever. Drop down here, a little darker, sorry, Lady Death, Spider-Woman, I can't remember what it was. Silk. There we go, Silk. Sorry, there we go. And in the back is another Mike Zeck signed. I got that signed at a show. So, sorry about that, Silk. Man, I'm trying to remember. Then we move up to the Iron Man shelf, and we have two of the Riri Williams. One is the San Diego Comic-Con, the unmasked version. Managed to get my hands on one of those. And then we, of course, have Hulkbuster in the back. Infinity War movie. Kind of like to have the movies with statues, but I like this shelf. I like all the red and the gold. It looks awesome. Then we drop down here, and another Doctor Strange, a nice looking one where he's actually levitated. He looks pretty cool there. Thanos, and a Hot Toys Winter Soldier Captain America. I'm probably going to get rid of that one. I don't care for it, so if anybody's interested, it's for sale. I'm probably not going to keep that one. It just doesn't fit what I'm doing here. Then we drop down to Ant-Man and Wasp and the Endgame Captain America. I was a little disappointed with these. The bases are terrible. The statues are fantastic, but I wish they would have given her more translucent wings. They kind of went on the cheap. I was very critical about the bases on these. They're very cheap, but they are what they are. Then we drop down here. I'm not a huge anime fan. This is Goku, and then I can't remember what these other two guys are. That's their Sansus or whatever, but I just love the look of the plastic, or whatever you want to call that, it just looks amazing. So I picked these up. I know there's 4 or 5 in the set. They all connect together, but I haven't found the rest. These are quite expensive, but I do love the look. To come to the shelf, I kind of keep the door closed because Red's in the way here. So we have the Kotobukiya Hulk, which I got years ago, and I picked up that Black Panther at the very last fan expo that I was at. I thought I needed him. He looked cool, and I got that little Wolverine bust, and I think he looks neat. Those spikes on his hands are pretty sharp. Then we drop down, X-Men shelf, kind of. We've got Jean Grey, we've got X-23, we've got Cyclops, 2 types of Cyclops, one when he was in the other group, I can't remember what it was. The Brood Wolverine and Rogue when she was stranded on that island in time or whatever, but I like the looks of them. Then we drop down here, and these are the shelves that kind of carry stuff. These are deals that I couldn't pass up. Man in Black from the Two Towers movie, which nobody liked, and Ronin, which nobody liked. I got that statue basically for free. But these guys are just here until I find something a little bit better. Then we drop down to my Dynamite Red Sonja with the cover behind her that she was that inspired the statue, and a crazy looking Conan fighting a big old snake. And probably my most favorite statue, and the one that I hunted down the most, is this Red Sonja, the Frost Giant version. And you can see her there holding the Frost Giant's head. Wish that was painted a little bit better than that one monochrome color. But there she is. This is a real work of art. She is beautiful. She stands about 30 inches high. And I built this pedestal that she's on, and just added a sword just to kind of give it that finished kind of look. But she is my favorite statue in here, and one that I'm still looking for the other 2, and I possibly will pick those up if I'm ever lucky enough to find them. Now this is the exclusive. The other change out, you can change her the head out for an axe. I don't show her with this head, I show her with the axe because the head's a little heavy and there could possibly be some arm bend after a while because there's quite a bit of weight there. Then behind her is a gift from my friend from Mike from Merit Toys and Games, the Red Sonja 9.2. This is the first version where she has her own brand name in the Marvel group. And then I got this beautiful signed John Boymeyer, my favorite comic book artist who draws Red Sonja, and this is signed right there. And my buddy Gio and Ori, the Wisconsin Clawer, got that for me. This is the first appearance of Red Sonja in Marvel in her chainmail. And this one right here. And then up here, I just have, I don't count these as statues. This is my Spawn display, and I am patiently waiting for my Kickstarter Spawn. Starting to get a little nervous. We're 3 months late on that, so I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous on that. I hope we see it. I'm waiting. I hope we get it. And then of course the door, just your ordinary, everyday, just some door art. I just love to have that. And that's kind of the whole room. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with all the lights on. So there it is, the lights on. I know I'm washing a little bit out on the top because those LEDs are pretty bright. But that's the far end, the west end, with all the lights on. And I do run a set of cord lights around the bottom all the way around the room. These are all the puck lights that actually come with the Detolfs, and they're called lead core lights. And I'm a guy who likes easy lighting. I don't like this gigantic lighting where it's burning your brains out. I'm also a lover of Detolfs. I think a collection behind glass looks amazing. I know a lot of people like Bestas and Stuvas and all of that stuff. I don't care for that look. I like glass. And that's why I am a Detolf fan, and I will stay that way. And I like my lighting very, hold on, I gotta turn this one on, sorry. I like my lighting very, not bright, but enough to see the statues, because when I'm watching football or playing games in here at nighttime, it's nice to have very light on. Basically, I run with this rope light all the way around the bottom. I have the lights all set on a button. I push one button and they all come on, and then I have motion lights in here that catch me as I come in when it's dark, and they come on until I can turn the light on. But that's how I do all my lighting, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me just close out. Hey everyone, thank you all. Thank you for coming on the tour. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Where am I going with the collection? Well, the collection, I'm getting very close to being completed. This is about a 12-year journey you're looking at, and I'm about where I want to be on these. Every single one of these statues I love, and I know exactly where they will come from. I can tell you how much I paid for them, where I got them. And I'm not one of those guys that kind of sells and trades and moves on. I come to completion. I've got room in here for about 4 or 5 more quarter scale Necas, which is what I mainly collect, and that would be Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, the original Kratos, God of War, the Crow, Eric Draven the Crow, very hard to find that one. There is also even though I'm not a huge Harley fan, I've had the Harley in my hand a couple of times and I've kind of bypassed on it and moved on, and the original Master Chief. I would love to get those. I think those need to be in my collection as far as NECA goes. I'm kind of done with Gallery Diamond Select. They've gotten overpriced and the quality has gotten terrible. I don't really collect those anymore. And I've got pretty much all the premieres that I want. Now, if a good deal comes along, will I pick one up? Yes, I will. But I'm pretty much finished my room as far as collecting. Will I make a change in here? No. I love this room, and I will leave it forever if I never had another statue. This is exactly what I wanted, and I love it. I come in here every single day. What does it take to look after a collection like this? Well, every Saturday you got to come in clean. You got to vacuum the floors, wash. And every second Saturday you have to dust everything, and then twice a month you've got to pull everything out of the shelves and dust everything in order to make it look right. I love the gaming setup. I played a lot of games. I'm in my 40-year-old Virgin chair. My wife got me this for Christmas a couple of years ago. It's got the subwoofer in the bottom and the speakers in the back, and I'll tell you right now, I'm playing Titanfall 2, and I got the Scorcher, the big machine gun. It just rattles on your back through this thing, so it's awesome playing that. But anyways, that's it for me. Let me know which one was your favorite. Of course, my favorite, of course, is the Red Sonja. She is my favorite character in the Marvel world. And the second would be my Doom statue, but also that Titanfall 2 statue. Gee, I love that thing. But let me know which is your favorite. And the next thing that we will be doing is a tour of the other side, which is a bigger room, and that is my Star Wars lounge, my carded figures, my loose figures, comics, so I will show you how that room is set up. And I just did a lot of work on it this summer, finished the Star Wars Lounge off, and we will have a look at that one next. And we will go through a tour on that. Sorry this took so long, but when you do a room collection tour, it takes a long time to do it, and here I am yammering away at the end of it. But anyways, Area 51, see me on Instagram. I post something every single day, Mike_area_51, I'll put that below. Stop on Instagram, leave me a comment. I'm also on Facebook. Subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, and we've got a lot more stuff coming. Anyways, Area 51, home of the superheroes, and statue room tour. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.